Hey, how's it going? So it's been about a month or so since I've been out, but yeah, my landlord has decided they need more money off me than before, and so has my electricity company decided they need more of my money. So it takes a bit of a while to get these trips organised, but today I've made it out again, and I've just come from visiting my mine guru Merv, and he's given me some new tips on places to go. So today I've come out to the Karangahake Gorge again, and we're going to look for some mines that I haven't quite been to yet. But also Merv has given me a bunch of stuff, like these books that I've got here. One of them's totally out of print now, and the other one's hard to get a hold of as well. But they've got all the mines that I need to continue this channel on for probably another couple of years anyway. So I'm just about to get my gear together and we'll start walking up the track to see what else new that I can find. I think it's going to be a good day though. Alright, I've walked down the trail a fair bit and I'm pretty sure I still haven't got Merv's directions correct. But I've come down to the stream. This is just before the gate to the working part of the Talisman mine in Karangahake Gorge, and I have found a mine here, but I suspect it's not very long. But I'm about to put my helmet on and check it out. May as well while we're down here. So sorry Merv if I've missed your instructions for what I was going to do, but doing the best I can here. So one good thing I can say about this mine is it looks dry, which is more than I was expecting. I was pretty much expecting to walk through water, but we'll see how it goes down here. Quite moist. How thick is this mud going to be on the ground? No, not too bad. Not too bad. A few wetters on the ceiling and some spikes coming out of the wall here. That's quite interesting there. I wonder what that's about. Probably to hang stuff off, and I can see there's a big metal pipe here as well, mostly rusted away. Some more of these metal things in the wall. Yeah, probably was holding that pipe up, maybe. But looks like I'm just coming to the end here. Yeah. Is it the actual end, or is it something that we're going to be able to climb over? No. Unfortunately, that's as far as we're going to get in there. I can see a rail sticking out. It's very moist in here. One of those big spiders like what I've seen up Mount Tiara. Again, I still don't know what the name of it is. I haven't seen one alive yet. I haven't seen dead ones. Right, so I know that within a few metres of me here is a waterfall. So I may have to climb back up the hill again and have another think about where I'm going to go. It may be that there's a few different gates for the Talisman mines, like there's 3 different gates. And one Merv was telling me about might be the original first gate that I hadn't really even noticed before today, but it's the main gate. So perhaps if I go back to there, that might be nearer where I need to be. I found a pretty decent mine entrance here, and it's above the working part of the Talisman mine out at Karangahake. Alright, so I've come back up the hill a bit. This is Mount Karangahake, and we're pretty much right above the working level of the Talisman mine. And I've come across this entrance here, which seems like a pretty decent one. It's on the right side of the mountain to go in quite far, but there's only one way to find out, and that's to go and check it out. Okay, right, here we go. Hopefully it doesn't just end right at the entrance here. I'll climb down into this bit, which doesn't look particularly nice. Doesn't look good at all. What it looks like is pretty much a stope that's kind of collapsed here. Yeah, bugger. That just doesn't look like it goes a huge distance. No. Looks horrible. Nasty, nasty. Get out of this one. Okay, plenty more mountain to look at. Let's go and have a look. I've got a good feeling about this mine. Another one just up the hill, and yeah, this one's going to be the one, I think, down here. So in we go. Doesn't look too wet at the start, and I also know that there's another adit right underneath us. I think it's one I've been in before, right when I first started the channel, when I was first using my phone as a camera. So if this one turns into nothing, I'm very tempted to go back into it with the GoPro this time. Look at all the chisel marks in the wall here. Those are the real old days. And I've decided, oh, there's some wetters on the ceiling there. Some pretty big ones. Now, what did they decide to go down here for? Can't see any quartz yet. Although, see like that area that they've dug out in there where my torch is shining, that's probably quartz in there. And actually I can see white rock indicating quartz. It's just down there. So a weird bubbly noise the water's making through there. Kind of see a fault line as well going on a bit of a diagonal down the wall. But it was just a short section. Let's see what's around the corner here. Is it anything, or is it just going to go to here? It just goes to here. But then I think there must be a shaft down here, which is kind of collapsed in a bit. Probably goes to the level underneath us. Don't want to stand too much on there. Don't know how much support is above it. Oh yeah. Well, it looks like we're going to go down into the mine underneath us, which is full of water, unfortunately, for me. I've got gumboots on, but I can't remember how deep it is in there. Okay. So now to get back down the hill here. Let's see if I can video it. I don't know, there could be more further around here even. There's a lot of walking around trying to find stuff. Once you exactly know what you're doing, you waste a lot of time and energy. So let's not do that. I know there's a mine here. A little hesitant because I don't want to get wet. You know, that's a bit crazy. These mines are generally wet, so kind of got to get used to it. We're nearly down to the next level here. So this mine here, and hopefully you can see, is the next part of our day. Quite a nice wooden portal on there, and lots of water. Put my helmet on and we'll go back in. So this is like Talisman level 6 or somewhere around there, I think. Don't quote me on it. It's one of the Talisman mines. How deep is this water going to be? My gunboat's going to... I think it's just going to go straight over the top of my gunboat. Oh well, that's where it is. Oh, yeah. It's filling up with water. Oh, it's pretty chilly. Pretty chilly. Okay, so we're possibly just over knee deep, a bit deeper there. Got gas coming out from the bottom as well, I see, which is, I don't know, it's fairly usual. Looks like we've got some boards on the floor. I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to walk on them. Just a second. Here we go. Oh, that's better. Just over the top of my boot level now. Gumboot says. Nice and splashy in here. I think it's drying up further in. There's a shaft here. If it is, it's probably the shaft I was looking down from the attic above. Yeah, I'd say that's what it was. Up there. So I'm kind of glad that I didn't put all my weight right on the end there. Might not have held me up. Now, these boards that I'm walking on, I mean, well, the water's nice and clear now. On my way back, it's going to be hard to make out. Still see bubbles coming up from underneath the plants that I'm working on. Oh yeah. But don't really want to slip off the boards. I don't know how deep the mud is underneath. Nearly out of the water. Oh, thick mud there. Yeah. Some plates along here would be good too. Maybe we'll get some old rail pilings to stand on in a sec. Slipping everywhere. Yeah. Oh no. Very moist. It ranges anywhere between your ankle deep and your knee deep in mud. Yeah, it was better walking through the water. This is very gluggy, horrible stuff. And of course, you've got a stream running through the middle of it, which is not helping. Maybe it'll dry up more. Who knows? Okay. Are we in a dry area? Not really. Now, I'm trying to think of stuff to tell you about here, but can't really see anything as far as ore. Norm Adams. Okay, that's a name I don't know. At the end, just up here. Maybe. When I say end, it looks like collapse. Well, either collapse or whether pushed dirt back in, dug out on a little fault line there. So, what happens here? Boards on the ground, and lots of glowworms there, but just, it doesn't go any further than that, unfortunately. Oh well, back we go. Now, at some stage, I'd like to get a proper microphone, and it might be able to filter out some of this gluggy walking through the water noise, and also my heavy breathing that I always do. I don't know if I record this or not. This is a horrible horrible place to walk through. Smells very musty, like decomposing wood. Whoa, up to my knee there. And mud. Not easy to walk through at all. I can see on the wall up here the water level line. I'll tell you, you can see it there. The water has been that high before. But it's not that high today. Bad enough like this. Right. Let's go into the water. Yep. Just as I expected. Can't see a thing in the water now. So, if I find boards to walk on, pure luck. Whoa, just got off the board and it's getting up to my knees in water. Gotta walk slowly, I've got my feet on the board again. I can't see it. I'll walk nice and slowly. Yeah, another board. I can tell when I get close to the end of the board, it'll start sinking. And I'll start feeling around with my toes for the next board. So, I'm pretty sure very soon the boards run out altogether and I'll just be able to run. Back to the shaft. Another board down there. We're getting deep. And off the board. Oh, another board. Nearly back. Yeah, just go over my knees again in water. There's mud. There we go. Made it. Oh, that's horrible. Horrible. And it's stinky as well. But at least we're out. So unfortunately what happens quite often when I'm getting directions from someone on where to find mines, unless we're actually both looking at the same maps together, if it's just a discussion on where we're supposed to be, where I'm supposed to be looking. It's hard to picture in my mind's eye exactly where I'm supposed to go, so I've missed out on where Merv was telling me to go today. But I have got all this reference material now, so my plan is to go home and really do my homework as far as where some good mines are for us to go and look at, and hopefully talk about it with Aaron, some other people that perhaps might be coming out with me to have a look at some mines and get a clearer plan of what I'm going to do and where we're going to go. But today the main object was to get this book from Merv and chat with him and his wife Margaret again. So it was nice to see them, and next time we'll be into some new mines.